Neva loves to make a professional rugby union player. What made you want French toast today, Kayla? So this is what Ryan's having. I know it's... Good morning and welcome back to our channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Simone. Today we thought we'd just do a bit of a what we have for breakfast, I suppose, hey Neva? So Neva loves to make her own breakfast. She's just put some oat milk in. Have you turned the cooker on as well? And she's got some Scottish oats here. Well done. You're having a big porridge today, aren't you? Hey? Hi, Micah. Good morning. So, yeah, Neva's gonna do that. You put the cooker on and you got it on 9. You need a spoon, don't you? There's your spoon.
I love big spoons.
You love big spoons, do you? So that's what Neva's having. Caleb would usually have porridge.
Sometimes I sneak and eat the porridge while it's not cooked.
No. So okay, I'm gonna come now. So I'm gonna make. I think I'm making 3 breakfasts today. I don't mind. Usually, you know, sometimes we'll eat the same as each other, but.
He likes all your breakfasts.
Yeah, he wants French toast today, and I'm going to make Ryan some as well, and Mike will have some porridge with you, okay? What are you doing?
I love eating porridge.
Wait a minute, say the... Oh, the battery went. So Neva finished the porridge, the battery went, so she's having a porridge. Mike has got a little one here, and I'm going to put him in his seat while I make the rest of the breakfast. So here, I've just got some frozen berries, and I'm gonna put a little bit of sugar in there. I've got some brioche bread here, which is really good for making French toast, so we're gonna do that. So like I said, yeah, I've just got berries. I've got a mixture of strawberries, blackberries, raspberries and blackcurrants, and then I had some left of these as well, so I've just used them. Now I think I'm gonna use maybe some icing sugar to make like a little compote. So I'm just going to get the icing sugar. So I've got the berries on a medium heat, and here's just some icing sugar. I'll probably put in about a tablespoon, or maybe a bit more. It depends on how sweet it is that you want it. And then I'll just give it a bit of a stir. If it's starting to stick, then I would put like a little bit of water in there. And then, yeah, I'll just leave it on a medium heat for it to cook and for it to reduce down. Got a bigger lid on because I don't know where the other one is. So I'm going to get on now with the back one. What is it? Like the mix to put on the bread so that I can fry the bread. Do you not like the porridge? Trying to turn around, isn't he? Should we get you out then? Come on. You're not hungry? Right, I'll get you out. So now I am just going to take some oat milk. I just plate it by ear. I really should measure it out to give you an indication of what it is I'm doing. We'll take half a cup of oat milk, half a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Really try and get a decent one because it makes a massive difference. One which hasn't got like glucose syrup in or something like that, because it just doesn't taste as nice. I'm going to try 2 eggs. I would put cinnamon in, but I don't have any today. And then, where's my whisk? I've got a bit of eggshell. And then I'm just going to whisk it up so it's just, I don't want to tip it right over and then it fall out. And it's all whisked. Now I'm going to get my bread. Sometimes I put 2 in at a time in here just to soak up. So I'll just leave that for a couple of seconds just to absorb. So like I was saying, you can just use normal bread, but with the brioche you get like a much more sweeter taste, and it's just really nice and light. So There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and put the pan on and put a little bit of oil in there. I would usually use coconut oil, but I don't have any. So I'm just melting some vegan butter here. I've got some of the vegetarian sausages chopped up that I talked about before. I'm going to make something with that. I'll show you in a minute. So yes, I've got some vegan butter here. And then I've got my bread. I think I've left it to soak quite a lot. I mean, it is quite soggy now, but it should make it nice and flavoursome. I miss having my camera. This phone, it's good, but indoors, it's just the quality is not as good. So I'm going to cook them on either side for a couple of minutes. I've got my berries still cooking here. They're looking really nice. So while things are cooking over there, I've got some tomatoes and peppers. My husband really loves to have lots of veggies, especially in the daytime. For breakfast, should I say. We just try and get in as many veggies as we can. My husband, if you didn't know, he used to be a professional rugby union player. And he's always just been into eating well. I used to be quite a fussy eater. As a child, I was pretty much just obsessed with eating chicken and chips, cornflakes, Rice Krispies, tin soups, burgers. I just never wanted to try anything different. And I think in my Get to Know Me video I talk about how I used to be a fussy eater until I was in my 20s when I went to go and live in Greece. And then now I like to try all different types of food. So here's my chopped vegetables. So I'm going to turn these over. I was yapping away and I hope they've not burnt. Let's have a look. No, they look perfect. I'm going to put some tofu in and then the vegetables and just let that cook. All I'm doing is I'll put some spices on this, let that cook through, then I'll add my veg. So this is steaming up a little bit. It could do with thickening up a little bit more, but Caleb likes it when there's lots of juice from the fruits. So I'm going to just put that all on for him. It's crazy, the kids are arguing in there. Mike is getting upset because I keep stopping him from getting in the cupboard. So all I'm going to do is just put a bit of icing sugar on and then we're done. That's a little bit too much icing sugar, but hey. So this is Caleb's breakfast. I'm going to shout him in now. So I've got maple syrup as well, but because I've got the icing sugar in there, I don't think it needs it. So we've got 2 French toasts. I'm just waiting for Caleb to come in and eat. Then I've swapped this pan over because the spinach, the tomatoes and everything, it just was over spilling. So I've put a bit of all season, paprika and pepper, and I'm just going to cook this. I'll just cook it through and then I'm going to serve it with some toast. I don't have any hash browns today. So, if you know, I homeschool, so I have the time and everything to make these breakfasts in the morning. But even when I was working, I used to get up at 5 in the morning and have to travel from Birmingham to Milton Keynes on the train, which from my house to the train station and then the train to work would be about an hour and a half commute in the morning and an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home. But I always woke up early to have breakfast. Like, one thing my dad always said to me was he'd rather be late going to work than miss his breakfast. And I kind of have taken that approach as well. Not so much now because I do intermittent fasting sometimes, so it might be like 11 o'clock before I eat my breakfast, and then I stop eating about 5, 6 o'clock. But I do like having breakfast, so sometimes I will have it really early like now, or other times I will wait until later on in the day and eat a massive breakfast. What made you want French toast today, Caleb?
I like it.
Yeah? I like it with the berries. What do you think? Is it nice? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you eat it there, alright? So this is what Ryan's having. I know it's a bit dark, but it's got veggie sausages, tofu, spinach, tomatoes, peppers, some vegan cheese and toast. And are you nicking all Daddy's breakfast?
Some, here, 2, 3. Here. Here, 2, 3. Oh, go. Here, 2, 3. That's it. Huh? Okay. So.